Are they watching the? They're watching the sunrise together.
そっか。じゃあこっちの子は？
その子は美
Oh,
しい
they're talking about
私の一番の友達だった。
her
どこで
experiences.
知り合ったの？
犬の散歩をしているのを近くの公園でよく見かけたので。
犬好きなの？
でも緊張しちゃって触ろうとすると吠えられる。
Oh,
和樹、私ここで働くことができてよかった。
なんだよ改まって。
辛いこともあったけど、それ以上に嬉しいこといっぱいあったので。
よく言う。
ah,
散々世話焼かせやがって。
man.
任せたぞつかさ。
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I guess this is the future, so they could they could really have that kind of amusement um,
あなた
ride
も行く
where
ぞ。
you'll be riding like just a pod
平
and
気な
then
ので。
exploring like
そう？
a zoo or something. Yeah, it's nighttime.
そ
It's
んなことない
almost
よ。
over.
元気なら有り余ってるって。アイラの
Man,
パ
they're
ワープロ
still
ジェクト
somewhat cheery about
疲れ
it.
てない？
But I think deep down inside, and Tsukasa and I guess even
熱
Ayla
出して途中でぶっ倒
is
れたりしない
crumbling,
から安心してよ。
man, because you you know it's ending,
みんな笑ってる。
man.
アイラはここで
表情が違うの。
And that creeping feeling of
みんなワクワクキラキラした笑顔。
へえ
wanting
そ
more.
れが夕方頃になると少しずつそわそわした感じになってきて。
じゃあ今ぐらいの時間は？
少し
Yeah, like it's a time that they go.
でもね、寂しそうだけど
Yeah,
とっても満ち足りた笑顔をしてる人が多いの。楽しかった思い出はちゃんと持って帰れる。
yeah, they could bring the memories.
まもなく閉園時間となります。またお
There you go.
心よりお待ち申し上げます。
Man, I was already about to tear up with Kazuki. Good thing they they somewhat hold that back. Ah, man.
つかさ、
Yeah, Tsukasa.
時間だよ。
I think
もうすぐ
what's going in the back of his mind, could we just run away?
出会ってから
Man, I love that perspective view of Tsukasa. It's like his vision is blurring. Man, his face. It's so painful to watch.
これから私の知らない時間を過ごしていくんだよね。
Man.
将来つかさ
Yeah, there we go. Man, this is like Nina.
仕事を続けてるのかな。
This is like with Nina.
そうすぐ転ぶところかな。
じゃあ次は私。字が綺麗なところ。はい。
不器用な
It's the same thing.
オムライスが好物のところ。
背がちっちゃいところ。
けなされてる。
好きなところだよ。ちゃんと。
辛いのに泣くのを我慢して頑張って笑おうとするところ。
She knows.
そんな笑顔が素敵なところ。でもちょっと心配かな。
アイラ
幸せだったよ。
And that line. Man.
謝だよ。
Oh. Oh, I forgot about the ring. It's the one that they used to. Oh man.
アイラ
泣き顔初めて見せてくれたね。ずっと我慢してき
Yeah,
た。
of course.
司は我慢しちゃう人なので。ありがとう。私のために泣いてくれてありがとう。
Man. Ah. Man, I just realized how cool that thing with the ring now. It's like,
大切な人
oh,
いつかまた
yeah.
巡り合いますように。
Yeah, at least seal it with a kiss. Ooh, man. It's not really. Can't really be prepared for it.
穏やかな顔してるじゃないか。
はい。
最後までよく頑張ったな。
これを読んでいる頃には私が今眠りについている頃かな。私ね、ターミナルサービスは思い出を引き裂くのが仕事で決して報われない、感謝される資格もないんだって思ってた。それなのに私にありがとうって言ってくれる人が結構いて不思議だったんだけど、
Yeah, she was thinking about that
最後を迎えることに
before
なった時
that.
に
It's like a curse
あっ
that
た気がする。
they're tearing memories apart.
第一ターミナルサービスのみんなは泣きたくなるくらい優しくて素敵な人たちなので、一緒に
Oh,
私に向き合ってくれるので自然と感謝の言葉が出ちゃうの。そんなみんなと一緒にここで働けてよかった。ターミナルサービスで仕事をできたことを誇りに思います。
man. Tsukazu's face, I think, is the most painful thing for me. Is that
私にとっても大切な思い出
yeah, we never get to see him
司
be like that. He's always trying to hold back.
みんなにもありがとう。
Man. Post credit final scene. Yeah. Because yeah, we still will eventually face that. Oh, is this Ayla? Is it Ayla? Oh, I guess we will never know. Man. Ah, man. It's such a painful, still really painful to watch. And even though even though I know this is coming, I guess what caught me surprised, what caught me off guard is the moment where they reach the top of the Ferris wheel. Is I thought that they're going to at least complete that um Ferris wheel. Never thought that that is where um Ayla would want her last moments to be. But man, it's so painful still. And I guess deep down inside, I'm still hoping for something like maybe Ayla could get her memories back. Maybe she'd be able to have the same personality as the new OS. So I'm still somewhat hoping for that. But I guess if they do that, it would make the the scene with the that last moment with Ayla little bit less meaningful because it's what really makes an impact for that moment is that it's because it's the last moment that they're going to be together. And yeah, Tsukasa, I didn't realize that that was the first time we really get to see him cry because yeah, I guess he was always smiling and he was always the kind of person trying to hold back those emotions. And yeah, we never get to see him um, break down like that. And yeah, who wouldn't break that? Who would anyone would break down like that? Being with, seeing the final moments of the person that you care about the most. And man, still really, it never gets easy seeing these kinds of moments, even in anime. And yeah, it's just that, yeah, it's just eventually there's going to be an end to everything. And it's just really hard. And at least Tsukasa is much more satisfied that Ayla came out happy, peaceful, and he still has the memories of Ayla with him, so he could still always look back to that. And yeah, and eventually he will need to move on. And I think at least he'll be able to treasure those moments with her. And yeah, but at the same time, I think he's still somewhat hoping with that. Maybe he could somewhat revive that. Because yeah, anyone will definitely try if there's a possibility for if Ayla could come back. So if I were in Tsukasa's position, I would definitely at least try some research, maybe something like that. And maybe that's what he's training for, is that he still definitely look for maybe some kind of signs, the possibility that um, maybe maybe you could um, be able to, if you could relive the memories, or maybe if you still yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, this series has been really amazing, very satisfying. It's just really, at the same time, it's really very it's a great reminder to all of us with regards to our time in our lives and the concept of death, and that eventually we will have to go through it. We will have to experience losing someone that we care about. And the the great thing with the gifters is that they, at least they know when they're that they have a predetermined lifespan. And at least they'll be able to appreciate their time even more and spend, um I guess that's the difference with our lives, is that because our lives are not, we cannot really tell when we are going to die, except I guess once we get cancer, or your, yeah, I think if you've got cancer or something like that, or I guess if you become a prisoner and then you've been sentenced to death. So I think that's the time. But I think that's, being a prisoner wouldn't really be a great, because you wouldn't really be able to spend time with the people you love. But at the same time, being in cancer or some kind of illness is also somewhat, I think it's more painful, because sometimes the illness change because of the pain. and I guess also the expenses somewhat somehow it affects the personality of the people who are who has the illness. So yeah, sometimes even losing memories or even just be changing the personality, because yeah, you would sometimes because of the treatment they become um more agitated, and sometimes just having to experience that change and definitely is painful. So yeah, this is a great life lesson to all of us to cherish our life even more and spend it with the people that we love, and appreciate those times and be grateful for that, and that don't be so distracted by other things that yeah, time flies by so fast that you don't get really to appreciate it. And I think this is a great reminder to that. And yeah, it's part of the reality is that eventually we will have to face death, and people will our loved ones will have to experience death, and we will experience the loss eventually. So man, so yeah, this series had me cried so hard the first episode and the last episode. I think episode 10 somewhat made me cry a bit, with what what was when was that? I forgot already. But I think the first and the last episode had really gave really impacted me a lot, and because I think that this last episode is more definitely because it's very painful seeing Tsukasa, and even though he I think he tried to prepare himself for that moment. He was determined that to be the fight to be Isla's partner until the end. But yeah, it will never get easy to experience that. But I'm really still impressed by his character, that he never really held back the moment he decided he loved Ayla, and that he wanted to spend his time with her. So that's what I'm really impressed with Tsukasa's character, and at the same time how strong he is, that he's still all somewhat able to contain his emotions, always trying to smile. And yeah, he would really be a great like a customer um representative or something like that, because he's always so cheerful, and even though in the situations that's really very hard. So and yeah, I think that's what really got to me in that last moment is because seeing Tsukasa break down like that. And yeah, at the same time, also for Ayla to see that is really yeah, she said that she was really she always think that Tsukasa is always trying to hold back the feelings, but for her to see that Tsukasa is being somewhat hurt by what's going to happen. At the same time, it's also very satisfying for Ayla, because at least she knows that it's not easy for Tsukasa to experience that. So man, this I wanted more. I'm now I'm still I'm really want to see a continuation. I'm still really hoping for her to come back, man. But yeah, that's a part of it, and it's really I guess I could say it's somewhat a happy ending because they get to spend their time together, they get to enjoy their company. But man, this definitely is really somewhat still there's still some deep inside of me that was wanting for um a miracle that Ayla would be coming back. But yeah, I don't think that's the main purpose of this story, isn't yeah, it's just that losing someone, death is really painful, and yeah, that's what I think with this series, and I really enjoyed this series, and it even though it really took me so long before to finish it, it still gave me the amazing a great impact with regards to the characters and the emotions. So and also with Michiro, I think Michiro is I thought that she would be the typical tsundere rival of Ayla, but she was the most supportive out of all of the characters. I think I've met tsundere character that is like the rival of the in terms of romance. Because I really thought because I guess it's somewhat obvious that Michiru likes Tsukasa, but I never thought that um it's that not that kind of affection. It's like more like I think just I think crush or something, but because she was more worried about she was more supportive of them of Tsukasa and Ayla rather than just being jealous. So I think that's what's really amazing about her. And yeah, all I can say is that I guess he could Tsukasa would still be able to we'd still be able to at least he could still have the company of Michiro just in case we never really um got to see Ayla come back, and at least Ayla would still be satisfied with that, and at least Tsukasa won't be alone. And I think what she saw from the was it from the last episode or this episode? Yeah, I think it was from the last episode where she saw Tsukasa and Michiru. Seems like they're getting along, so at least she was somewhat had the relief that at least maybe Tsukasa will be able to become happy with Michiru eventually, but not immediately. I think it would be very weird if it happens immediately after losing Ayla. So yeah, it's been a great series, and thank you for joining me on this very painful ending of this anime series. But yeah, it's a great um, experience. It's really satisfying. It's a great story, and it's a great reminder to all of us. And yeah, that's what I think with the series and this episode. So, how about you guys? What do you think about this series in totality, and with regards to I guess the concept of this storytelling, and losing someone, and with Ayla. So, what did you feel about it? Feel free to share in the comments down below. And if you did enjoy watching my reaction, please leave a like and subscribe if this is your first time here, so you'll be updated for more other anime reaction videos like this. And if you want to support my channel on Patreon, I could also do that. Just go to the link in the description down below. There you will have an early access to my other anime reaction videos, and I'll be able to create more reaction videos like this in the future. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of this journey. See you on my next video. Have a great day. Goodbye.